So guys, we need to have a conversation because honestly, Chronik might be losing his job at this rate. If he doesn't stop crashing out all the time, then Young Spray might be forced to actually sack him. And this is due to Justo. Justo literally went to the gulag with Chronik, worked his way out of it, and that has been a problem for Chronik. Ever since then, Chronik has been left on his own with no one to fight with, no one to even play this game that he likes to do. And he is getting very frustrated and annoyed about the situation because Chronik is a beg and he has nothing better to do in his spare time. And he knows that RTM really isn't paying him the wages that he needs because his baby mums keep asking him for money. He keeps trying to ball out and he's having to save for Louboutins. I mean, the guy clearly isn't doing that well and he's still having to jump the barrier. So therefore, he is putting himself in situations where he's having to battle with other podcasts just to gain some money, or he's dancing and doing other things. And this is really, really destroying the RTM brand, which is meant to be cool. And Young Spray is telling Chronik off about this and he's having to be governed. And Young Spray is really showing Chronik that he's a little boy. Yep. Chronik's a little boy on the Young Spray.
Like, if you start overdoing it and going too mad, God will reverse your W and turn it into an L. Not even thinking it through to think, oh, I'm overstepping. He's not even thinking he's won.
Like
Not
overstepping
thinking
the
that it's a
mark.
battle. I'm
No,
not
but
battling
yeah,
with anyone.
exactly.
Get Rick's here now, but I'm telling you.
Do you get what I'm saying? Why do you need to give everyone everything they need? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, and that's why
I just learned not to say people's names. I've never ever said that.
I saw it
my
with my. I saw it,
No, but
bro.
I never said she's my brethren.
You said it. You said it to the other person that was there, but I'm not
said
lying
my
to you.
brethren.
You said, yeah, it's just two brethren talking.
How can I be chatting to my brethren?
But that's what you said to the guy. I know how frustrated you was with Pinky. I can think, you get what I'm saying? How frustrated you was getting, like, bro, I've just told a man, I go home and he's back on the... That's how frustrated I feel with that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So why do man even need to entertain this? Like, man, that's when it turns Mickey Mouse.
Because they're not attacking me with
No, but I'm
vines.
saying that's
They're
when it... Yeah, but I
attacking me
know,
with
but...
words
yeah,
are
but,
very
yeah, but
important.
it's done, it's done. I know, but you've done it. Hey, what do you want to do? Keep doing it. So until the whole brand's because you just wanted to be talking shit on TikTok with these people. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Till no one wants to with man. Brother, I'm telling you, wallahi, yeah, because now you're making me say it. The brands that I was chatting to is because of all of you, your shit, bro. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That's what, do you know what I mean?
And this is what I'm saying, because Chronik still needs to argue back like a 15-year-old schoolgirl, even though Young Spray is telling him, you are doing the most and destroying the RTM, stopping it from getting its brand deals. He is pissed. So you can just feel the aroma in the air. Young Spray is not happy. Chronik is sitting there and having to be governed like a baby. He's just sitting there so quiet and he doesn't know what to do, because in this situation, Chronik really wants to speak out, but he knows he can't speak out because Young Spray is his boss, and Young Spray is really starting to get very annoyed with him. At this point, he might fire him. And if he fires him, then he's just going to be sitting on universal credit. And at this current moment, Chronik is still having to jump barriers. So if he's on universal credit, we don't even know what might happen to Chronik. He might actually get kicked out of his mum's house, because we know that Chronik left the studio and still went onto TikTok and was still crashing out. He couldn't even wait to come out of the studio. He literally banged the TikTok on straight away, from my imagination. And then he must have jumped in the car and been on TikTok, which I know because I saw the video, but I'm just adding the extra part. But I believe that Chronik just could not help himself but go on TikTok live and start giving words instead of binds, because, you know, he's getting old and he knows he'll get beat up if anyone actually bucks him like Justo or something. Now, the thing is, what's weird about this Annie situation is that Chronik used to get onto Pinky for talking to Trillery. Now, Chronik is doing the exact same thing with Annie and he's trying to act like he doesn't. And I'm going to play this clip for you, because even though Chronik calls Annie his brethren, he still has to go off on her because this is the face of DV. But he somehow manages to find a way to defend himself, crashing out on her. This, like, listen to this clip. It just makes no sense.
Yeah. Wait. This is why you're a simp. Why are you breaking her feelings? Oh, you're chewing her head off. You can leave her anytime you want to. Oh, you want to talk to her. You're jealous.
Brother, you're a control freak, man.
Wait. Hold on. How can I be chatting to my brethren who I know, and you, the stranger who's on a burner, is telling me how I feel, how she feels?
Man. Don't worry about no burner, blood.
All right, I'll tell you what to do. Brother, talk to her.
Whatever, man. Whatever, man.
Let's see what you want to talk about.
My guy, you made the girl run off on the show. You made the poor girl run off on the show, innit? G-boy, what's going on?
Hey, shower man. Why are you talking to me? Talk to Annie. Hey, why are you? You're not no one's baby mum or baby father. Talk to Annie. You're darling to talk to Annie. Talk to Annie quickly.
Hey, this guy is funny.
Right, okay, let's continue.
Funny. No, wait, Annie. Someone wants to talk to you. One sec.
No.
Wait, I want to talk. Let me talk for a bit.
Now you're letting the
Hey,
priest
go on,
talk.
hey, David, go on, my brother.
Now, David, go on.
Go true.
If there's one thing about Annie, you know she's going to laugh. No matter what you say, you could say the most crudest thing, Annie is going to end up laughing about it. Just look at her. Chronik is the typical dumb, smart person. And what I mean by that is that he puts himself in situations which he knows he shouldn't be putting himself in, but he does it for clout or whatever reason. Because if you actually sit there and listen to Chronik sometimes, he has some logical stuff, but he just never follows his own thought process. And this puts him in the same situation time after time after time and being taken the mick out of. Because honestly, how at your age you can have the sort of knowledge that you do have, and I mean like the statements that he comes out with, and still act the same way is just ridiculous. And he's still trying to go for Justo, so much so that even Rick's uttering his name, it's been a problem for him, that he is crashing out on TikTok with a pair of goggles on his head at his big age, like there's anywhere to ski around here, walking around like they're even a designer pair. But like, watch this clip here because it's crucial. I honestly think that Chronik is going through a midlife crisis or some sort of something's gone wrong. Someone's hit him over the head too hard and his brain is completely mush at this point.
Yeah, get Ricks in here now. Oh, get Ricks out of here. Yeah, I bet you got jokes for me. Get Ricks here now, but I'm telling you, none of them can chat to me. None of them. I don't care who, they better go and do fraud on TikTok to battle with me. I got real fans, real love. We'll teach them that today. All my trolls will turn into Biden chalk if it's us versus them. This is where you trolls get to, yeah, stand for something or fall for anything. Yeah, you're going mad. Yeah. Today, Ash knows we're getting him out of here. Any of them fake ops, wannabe ops or anything like that, they're done. Wait, no. Pauline, stop trying to put words into my mouth, bro. Shut your mouth. You go studio and you say all the stuff you want to say. Stop trying to make me be the face of your wickedness. Quinnet, you eat Mars bars upside down to fill the veins. You said that bare times. I saw you say that before, but I didn't even understand that joke, bro. Stop begging it, man. Stop begging it. You don't even know how to spell. What do you mean eat Mars upside down? What kind of foolishness is that, bro? Take your batty manjos back to batty land, bro. Suck on a mama. Yo.
That joke that person said about the Mars bar to Chronik was actually funny because I know for a fact Chronik knew exactly what they was talking about but tried to brush it off. And we know that Chronik probably swings that way anyway. From the way him and Funky D used to act around each other, it was just so weird. Honestly, Chronik is just going through some real mental issues at this point. If you see him, he's got this big goggles on his face. He apparently just doesn't know what he is doing with himself. Clearly off of something. Something is going on in Chronik's life. All these people are distracting him from being the biggest internet gangster, and you lot keep bothering him, and he is not going to stop until you lot actually leave him alone, and then he's going to have to beg you lot to come back. Now, this brings me on to the next person who decides to get involved with the Chronik drama, because obviously Chronik is creating his own waves, and people just want to talk about him no matter how old they are or how much self-snitching they do, and especially if it comes to Chronik, because they feel that they can talk about these situations because they no longer pose a threat to them anymore, or there must be some agreement they must have with somebody to not be arrested for talking up these crimes. But listen to this clip.
Cronny with your speedboat creps, those speedboat sneakers. What happened after all of that? So that's me blowing up your car outside your baby mum's. We see you poking out the window. That's facts. That's on my daughter. God, take my daughter away from me. You didn't come outside because I had the physio me. I would have blown you out of them speedboats, out of them socks. You hid by the window looking like Malcolm X. Secondly, I come to your mum's house with Mega, Dean Stockley. Yo, back to the story again. You hid in your mum's doorway inside the house, then come outside the house, and the door was open. Again. Then 3, you coming outside the park. Bolo's telling me you're there. I'm riding over. Yeah? Letting you know my shit's on me. You're moving nervous. 3 of them things happen. And guess what happened when Chronik see me? Where was we? Southend Seaside. I was with D-Lo. I remember a couple of my West niggas. He's with all these little slew them idiots. Eating ice cream and that. Oh, Aki, you're Muslim, so Bruv, everyone who I've ever had problem with, because they know I'm a fucking menace, every single time their cheat code is, Aki, you're Muslim.
Yeah, I don't care about what your story is, but saying Chronic's name like that is pretty sus. I can't lie to you. Chronic, like, anyway. The thing is, when people talk about these things, we need to make it very clear for our kids and the youth that day and age that these people is doing these sorts of things in. Because nowadays, there is so many cameras, there's AMPRs, there's all of these things that can get you caught, cell sites, there's so much things that can actually get you caught. So this story has no relevance because it's an old story. Chronic hasn't been having situations like this. Otherwise, we would have been fully notified of this and it would have been all over the net. But as you're aware, Chronic is old and Chronic is just sitting on the RTM studio or on TikTok cussing like an old man in a rocking chair. Now, you know what this conversation was going to lead to. Typical Chronic doing exactly what Chronic does, because Chronic is just deluded at this point and thinks that by him cussing on the internet, he is a gangster or something like that, when he is far from, and is very, very played out at this point. It's getting to the point, it's just boring.
Yo, Con, I need advice. I jumped a barrier and I've got to find. What do I do? What you do is find someone like your mum, yeah, put an ood in her neck and she'll pay for everything, bro. So big up your dirty mum, but she don't wash dishes in her sink. Suck your mum back to you, boy. Justo's been hiding for a week or two. You're gone. Don't tell me about Justo. You're not my friend. Don't act like my friend. Suck your mum as well. Don't tell me nothing. Don't try and bread me. I don't want to be breaded. I don't want to be nothing. Ming, I tried. No, I saw the live. I was there.
Now, you never would have guessed it. Chronic actually saw it. It wasn't just the fact that he saw some headline or something somewhere else. He actually saw it. Now, this drove him insane. I mean, you thought this was Chronic crashing. Chronic was about to tell it all. Like, Chronic is about to tell it all. He doesn't care if he needs to go to jail because he's actually sick of everyone testing him on the internet. Something is driving him off the edge. He is ready to sacrifice it all. He is ready to take somebody out. Don't know who, don't know where, or he isn't ready to do some sort of bias, because at this point he feels that his reputation, everything that he's worked up for, his Sludem career, everything is just falling. Nobody likes his music. Nobody even likes him. He is just an internet clown. He's a jester at this point, and he's trying his hardest to get out of that algorithm, but he can just do nothing about it. He is stuck in a gulag. Watch this clip, because Chronic is he's about to explode. Like, honestly, I'm not sure. Someone needs to send help for this guy.
No one can see me again. We can only see each other online and all of these stuff. No one can physically see me again. Wallahi, Yadeen. Wallahi, Yadeen. No one can see me again. No one. I promise you. Don't let me talk wicked on this app. Let them know it's me. Huh? Me. Throw me out on this app. I'll start telling you about, man, I got down with no belly. I don't do belly moves so you can hide and pretend it weren't you. I do high alert when I pull up. You going mad. Only people can call is feds. When I pull up, it's cool, it's fed time.
Like, we need to see the effects that this has had on Chronic. Chronic needs either some time off or he needs a holiday. He needs something to do, because honestly, this aggression is just way too much. I'm not sure what has been done to this guy mentally. It's like the internet has completely bashed him until he's actually lost his marbles. He is about to do Usher. He is about to start confessing to things that he should not be confessing to online. He's about to start doing stuff that he should not be doing. We just need to calm down, leave Chronic alone, because honestly, he does not want to see anybody. He is fully fledging his life to being an internet gangster. Stop trying to bring him to the streets, because what's going to end up happening is that he's going to glitch. And once he glitches, that is it. And to be honest with you, he is on his last warnings, really. He might get his P45 from Young Spray. We don't even know at this point, because this relationship cannot continue in the light that it is. Chronic needs to just learn to shut his mouth and be an RTM co-host and do nothing more, because the only reason he's even getting this traction in the first place is because he's on RTM. He needs to realize that people are just trying to trick Chronic out of his position position, which is quite hilarious to be honest with you. And Chronik is just falling for the bait, and he thinks he is like an invincible for RTM, but Young Spray is literally showing him that he can get cut as well. And I'm not sure if Chronik is even listening to him at this point, because I'm sure after this RTM episode, he went out and was still crashing out. Even of yesterday, I'm sure this guy's crashing out, and he is damaging the image of RTM. Like, I'm not sure what image that is meant to be, like in a good light, but anyway, the point being is that he's just doing way too much, and brands do not want to support Chronik and his DV foolishness. But anyway, guys, I hope you like this one. Like, share, subscribe, and I shall see you on the next one.